Quick disclaimer, I do not actually hate any of these idols. This video was made for fun/comedic purposes and not intended to be taken seriously. Also, chat, if you do hate any of these idols, either don't comment about them or just leave. Alright, see ya. K-pop idols that I would probably hate to be in a group with. The first one being debut era Kai. Now, we all know this dude would later become one of the sexiest K-pop idols of all time. Hey, yo! But Jesus Christ, the amount of screen time this dude got leading up to their debut was already insane. You see, like other K-pop groups, EXO put out teasers to introduce each member, right? They put out 23 teasers in total, and Kai was in 8 of them. Imagine being Jimin in this situation. You worked really hard for the past couple years, you are finally getting your first introduction. Only gonna be a 1 teaser, by the way. And it's shared with fucking Kai! He can't even get one to himself! Also, in their first performance with all 12 members. By the way, did you know EXO used to be a group of 12? Everyone else was wearing either black, white, maybe gray. This dude had a sparkling red jacket, dead center, making everyone else look like a backup dancer. I'm just saying, if I was one of the members, I'd be a little salty about it, you know what I mean? Now, for granted, that performance specifically was a lip sync performance, but still, Chaewon. I mean, do I really need to explain? I'll first say this, it's not even the amount of screen time she gets or her lines, none of that shit, right? It's her fucking fans. Imagine you guys are on your lunch break together and then a fan approaches you and this happens. Hi, excuse me.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Are you Yeonjin from LE SSERAFIM?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my god, no way. I think you're so pretty and talented. It's so nice to meet you.
I'm actually also with Chaewon.
Shut up! Oh my god! Oh my god! I punched you every day! Or you're simply just trying to introduce yourself at a concert.
What's up, Fear Nots?
I pledge allegiance to the flag to the United States of Chaewon! And to the Chaewon for which it stands, one nation, under Chaewon, indivisible, with liberty and Chaewon for all! Okay, those last 2 clips are probably over-exaggerations, but the amount of people that pulled up to Coachella with this is insane. But honestly, I would have been doing the exact same shit. She's not even my bias. School era Jungkook. Imagine a little 15-year-old kid being better than you at pretty much everything, and his only weakness at the time was being shy, I guess. He's a good enough dancer to keep up with J-Hope and Jimin, so he gets a lot of center time anyway. Matter of fact, in the concept trailer for their first comeback, he literally just stays in the center throughout the entire dance. They didn't even bother to switch it up. By the way, they literally die in the middle. It's kind of crazy. He's the main vocalist, so no matter the style of the song, even if it was rap focused, when it comes to lines, he's gonna get his anyway. God forbid it's an actual vocally focused song. Also, even for the rap focused songs, they just make him rap anyway. Arm Sugar and J-Hope, they're the rappers of the group, and they even help with writing the song, so it makes sense. So why does he get a verse? Meanwhile, V in this era literally took a breath, and that was his line. This is probably what it was like when they were distributing the lines.
Yo, Bang, we have 4 verses, but only 3 rappers. What should we do with the rest?
Oh, I want to rap. I barely have any lines anyway.
Fuck it. Just give the rest of the lines to the kid.
Alright then.
Yo, Jungkook,
Yo, what's up?
We have more lines.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah.
Jungkook. Oh, y'all thought I was done? When I say he's better than you at everything, he's better than you at everything. Outside of just singing and dancing, this dude will literally out-punch you, out-wrestle you, out-bowl you, outrun you. In the idol game, they got 3 straight gold medals in the 4x400 relay because of this dude. The only reason it isn't 4 is because they made his ass go first. Even in fucking video games, he'll smoke your ass. I mean, look at his Overwatch clips. He's fucking cracked. And if you really want to make it simple, just do shadow boxing. He will smoke you in that too. There's no winning with this dude, is what I'm saying. And then on top of everything, he will proceed to make fun of your height. He instigates like half of this compilation. The reason I bring this up is because I'm shorter than Jimin. Bro would eat me alive. Fun fact, me and Jimin have the same size hand. I don't think that's a flex, but since I'm shorter than him, that means relatively speaking, I have bigger hands than Jimin. This motherfucker V though. God damn! Geo and Nahyo. Look, I'm not saying that Twice was one of those groups that was just like those 2 and friends. But man, the distributions really make it look like otherwise. And it's not even just lines. But I mean, these women do not play when it comes to their lines. Bet money 9 times out of 10, you look up the line distribution for a random Twice song, they'll end up top 2. Here's the thing though. You see, with Geo, it makes sense because, you know, she's the main vocalist. Nahyo, however, is one of the lead vocalists. But somehow, more often than not, she's the one that comes out on top. Somebody made a whole graph of Twice songs where Geo and Nahyo didn't end up first. And I shit you not, Nahyo still finished first. Lead vocalist, by the way. You know who's the other lead vocalist? Jungkook. Imagine being Jungkook just during their debut era. You've been working your ass off for years. The last group you were supposed to be in failed to debut. And literally for the title track, didn't sing in almost the first 3 minutes of the song. You finally get one chorus to show off your vocals. And then Jimin and Nahyo, part 2. You see, last time I was just talking about their line distribution. It doesn't stop there though. Screen time and center time also tell the same story. You see, with Nahyo, it makes sense. She's the center / face of the group, as she should. So of course she would get the most screen time and focus. But surprisingly, Jio beats her in center time. So the main vocalist gets more center time than the center, and the center gets more lines than the main vocalist. Make it make sense. These guys are like 3 years old, by the way, so don't take me too seriously. I'm just trying to prove a point. And when it comes to screen time, I mean, they're still top 2 with Nahyo at first, but it's surprisingly pretty even. Justice for Daeun though, oh my goodness. Either way, when it comes to overall presence, they take up a whole third of the chart. That's 4 members. Nah, I must confess, Jio is my ultimate bias, so one might say that she doesn't get enough lines. Oh, it's them two taking up a third? Fuck that shit. She should be at least 50%. Jio supremacy. God Jio. God Jio. God Jio. God Jio. All 4 Big Bang members. Imagine being in a group with 4 other dudes with straight aura, and you're just lil bro. Starting with Daesung, who is the charismatic vocal powerhouse. T.O.P., who's a multi-talented artist that's not only a beast of a rapper, but also a highly respected actor. Taeyang, who is one of the most electrifying idols of all time. Not only a vocal powerhouse, but a fucking dance machine. Would probably be the face of the group if he wasn't in the same group as the GOAT, G-Dragon. I mean, he's literally called the king of K-pop. Enough said. Although he's probably gonna get his own video later. This group had a 5th member next to these dudes. That's insane. I'm not saying his name for obvious reasons. Also, it's just not worth wasting a breath on. There's a story of how the 5th member was picked. And basically how it went was YG wanted a 5-member group, and the first 4 were picked easily. So when he got down to number 5, it came down to 2 candidates. You know what he basically did? He just eeny meeny miny mowed that shit. Bro flipped a coin. I'm not sure if that's entirely true. My only source for that was Rotten Mango, so I'm just gonna ride with that. Now me personally, you have so much difficulty picking the last member because they don't compare to the first 4. Should have just debuted them as a 4-member group, you know what I mean? 1 through 4, right? First of all, the entire Wings era is already just peak, right? But if there was one member that the concept was so perfectly built for, it was Wings era Jimin. The moment he lifted his hand up and sang his first line while looking up at the sky, you just knew he was gonna be on some different shit. And goddamn he was. From his vocals to his dance, his hair and makeup, he's just better this era. But nah, what really topped it off though was when he came in and did the shoulder move. Yo, chill, bro. Chill. And at that point, he was cemented as a Hall of Fame S-tier slut, right up there with Taemin and Kai. This shoulder holds more power than when he actually ripped his shirt off. By the way, y'all, Jin only has 1 line in Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and Jimin outshines him in his only line. Also, lie. Just look up the performance on YouTube. It perfectly summarizes Wings era Jimin, bro. Try to stay straight. Wings era Jimin part 2. Nah, Jimin this era needed a part 2 for real. This is how you know he was the favorite of the group, right? It's the 2016 Mama Awards, and they're performing their intro performance, right? They got J-Hope doing Boy Meets Evil. Already one of the most insane K-pop solo performances I've ever seen. Like, he doing flips and shit, and the foot thingy, like, what? Like, only elite level dancers like J-Hope can pull this off, right? You know what they had this motherfucker Jimin doing? The same thing, but blindfolded. Nah, cause it's the way I get so heated if somebody outshine me in my own dance. Well, actually, he's in a blindfold because of the concept. Yeah, in the lore, they put Jimin in some like 50 Shades of Grey type shit. Look, it don't make it any better. He's still outslayed, bro. They could have handed Hobie a blindfold, and they could have like done that shit together. You know what I mean? Do you know how hard that would have been? But nah, this was just Jimin's time for real. K-pop idols I probably hate to be in a group with. Imagine literally being the most talented person in your group. You're the main vocalist and the main dancer. You're basically the Jungkook of your group, but on steroids, right? But you're still not her. People don't even know your name for real. And that's what it's like to be in a group with Wonyong. Ah, yes. The winner of Produce 48 and now face of the group of I'd, aka 4th gen It Girl. Man, y'all been waiting for this one. Not gonna lie, I had to do some research for this. I'm like a super casual when it comes to Gen 4 and above. But I will say this. Prior to my research, I didn't know anybody's name in IVE Except Wonyong. But to be fair, they gotta be making us think this on purpose. I mean, look at their outfits when they go to award shows. It's very hard not to notice her. Holy shit, there's so many of these. In this pic, the members are wearing mostly black, while she's wearing bright ass pink. In this one, she's the only one wearing black. She's literally wearing an almost golden looking dress here. She's the only one with a dress. This picture is insane. You could not convince me that this is a group performance. What the fuck are those wings? Hey guys, this is me editing right now, so I did forget to mention originally that she was the MC for half of those photos, which explains why she was in different outfits. A lot of IVE and Wonyong fans were very upset by this, so I do apologize for not doing enough research at the time. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I do not actually hate any of these idols. These videos were not intended to spread any hate either. So now that I've said that, her being the MC doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm not gonna lie. Look. If that was me next to her on the red carpet, I'd be mad salty. I'm not gonna lie. So you mean to tell me that she's not only outslaying me on this carpet, she gets the official title of MC? Look, I know MC means master of ceremony, but to me that's just another way of saying main character, bruh. She's the official main character. Wonyong part 2. Let's start with the fact that everything this girl does goes viral. And I'm not talking about things like fan cams or anything performance related, right? Nah, I mean little things like this woman did a little twirl for like a second, and they added the move to every game in existence. She did this little dancing dance, and it became a whole ass trend. Called it the flower dance. This girl ate a strawberry, and it became a whole ass controversy. Yo, some of y'all went livid for this. Guys, she ate a strawberry. It's not that fucking deep. Don't even get me started on the pizza clip. It's stuff like this that makes me realize Wonyong would be such a different level of frustration, because unlike other idols, including some that I covered in the series, they usually outshine you with talent, right? Like amazing performance or amazing stage presence. For Wonyong's case, however, she doesn't. Okay, I know that sounds really bad, but hear me out. She may not be the best singer, dancer. Hell, she's not even good at lip syncing. But at the end of the day, she's the girl that gets the most attention, the most promotion, gets the best outfits, always in the middle. And why? Because she's her, and we can't do nothing about it. This girl is literally more inevitable than Thanos. She needs a nerf! Imagine being in a group where your leader is literally the greatest of all time. Yep, we're talking about G-Dragon. But before we even get into it, we gotta start from the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna try to go over his entire origin story in basically a minute. Bro was a prodigy out the womb. Debuted in his first group at only the age of 6 in a group called Little Ruda. I'm not gonna lie, that shit kind of hard to say. Which was just a kid version of the actual group. After he was done with that, 2 years later, during a family ski trip, he wins first place in a dance competition, gets scouted by SM, and becomes a trainee at just 8 years old. During his days at SM, he discovers a hip-hop group called Wu-Tang Clan. He said, damn, this shit fire, I should make it Korean. Then joined the hip-hop academy at 10 years old to learn how to rap. 3 years later, he becomes known as the youngest rapper in Korea. Damn, what the fuck? Gets scouted by YG, and after 5 years of not doing shit at SM, no, literally like one dance class a month, leaves to go join YG. Shit, I can't blame him though. If you want to be a rapper in Korea, SM is not the fucking way. And after 6 years of grind, hard work, and low-key abuse, he finally debuts with BigBang. Man, I'm realizing something. This dude was so ambitious from such a young age, and I got nothing but respect for that, for real. I guess to take away from this, especially if you're young, like, yo, if you think something's cool and you just want to try it out and do it, then just freaking do it, bro. If little G-Dragon at 10 years old can go out of his way to find a hip-hop academy, then you can at least go outside and touch grass. G-Dragon part 2. This dude is the most overpowered K-pop idol of all time, starting with the fact that this man pretty much invented creative freedom in the K-pop world. Bro helped write and produce damn near every single song for BigBang, according to Wikipedia. Bro cooked so hard when he made his solo debut in 2009 with Heartbreaker, won Album of the Year in the MMAs and the Mama Awards. You know, back when the Mama Awards used to mean something. Solo debut album, by the way. Also, when Sony Music tried to accuse G-Dragon of plagiarizing the song Right Round by Florida, you know what they did after denying the allegations? Made a Heartbreaker remix featuring Florida, and then even performed it together, which then made the first Western and K-pop collab in history, from what I know. After a few years, BigBang wins their second Artist of the Year in 2012. Then a year later, he wins it by himself with his album Coup d'etat over nominees like EXO, Girls' Generation, and Psy. And then the very next year, he literally performs a diss track on Mama at the Mama Awards.
He's the GOAT! The GOAT! Oh my goodness! The greatest of all time!
G-Dragon Part 3. I mean, he literally changed the K-pop industry. Y'all know those really cool light sticks you see at K-pop concerts? He created it. You see, light sticks were always a thing in K-pop, but they usually looked like this. You know, all regular and stuff. Or at least I think they did. There were no pictures. So in order for VIPs to stand out from the crowd, he made the iconic Bang Bomb. And now every K-pop group has one. All at the low price of at least $40 and $20 shipping. Yeah. Also, when it comes to drip, you will never catch him lacking. Even in the airport, you know, the one place where everybody's just trying to be comfortable, you know, wearing sweats and stuff, he still dripped out. It got so much attention, the term airport fashion in the K-pop world became a thing. He was also one of the first K-pop idols to really popularize changing the color of their hair to match the concept. And bro rocked the entire rainbow. If your name isn't Taeyong, T.O.P. or Daesung, how do you even bother to compete? There is so much more we can talk about when it comes to him, but I'm gonna leave it at that before I turn this into a 50-parter. But just know this: Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Michael J. Luffy, Michael Ahmed Jolly, and Michael Dragon. And here you have the 5 MJs, aka the GOATs, man. Michael Dragon, man, he's up there, man. He's up there.